So just a really short video on the silver, there you go, silver Mark IV V5 that I bought back from a family member about 6 months ago. It was the winter time when I bought it, and it's May Day bank holiday weekend here, and it still feels like winter. You know, that's Britain for you, I guess. So, real quick rundown. I was offered this car back because it was about to go to the scrapyard. I wasn't really sure. Quite busy, got a lot on at the moment, but I thought I can't see that car go to scrap. Especially as the previous MOT that was showing up online wasn't showing that much wrong with it at all. Usual bits and bobs, I think, from memory. So I arranged for transport to get it from the south coast back to here, which was a full day, 10 hours driving pretty much. Brought it back. It sat under a tarpaulin for a week or two because I just didn't have time. And then me and Rob, who I will introduce in another video, who does a lot of work with me on these cars. Actually, if I'm honest, he does most of the mechanical work. Great lad. We got it up on the axle stands, jacked up, worked out what was wrong, and it needed, I'm going to go through from memory what I remember doing on it to get it through an MOT and get it running properly, was a full service including oil, air, fuel, pollen filters, 5 ignition coils, a set of spark plugs, auxiliary belt tensioner, auxiliary belt, the crack pipe that goes from the water pump to the thermostat housing itself, a radiator. It's going to have an alternator and aircon compressor soon because they're noisy. What else did we do? Discs and pads all round, refurbished rear brake calipers. Most of the things that bolt to the car got changed because it had been parked near the sea for a while. There was a lot of corrosion, not on the body. Miraculously, the body's, apart from a couple of little car park dents, nothing at all. It's really good. So it had all that work done. It played us up a bit because oh yes, the other two things, I'll go back, sorry, this is a really bad video. The other things it needed, which you will find really common on these, particularly on the AQN 170 engines, crank position sensor and both cam sensors. As you can see, we've got a few of these V5s around here now. There's 3 that I own that we are doing. And all 3 of them have actually spat out code saying that the cam chains were outside tolerances. On 2 of them they weren't. We haven't looked at that gold borer yet. Sorry, sand beige borer. And we learned really quickly that the main problem seems to be people fitting aftermarket garbage sensors from Chinese sellers that pretty much seem to have inherent faults from the minute they were fitted. So some of you might know I own and run Deutsche parts, and we only do genuine parts that we import from all over the world. We fitted this Golf with a crank position and 2 cam sensors that were genuine VW. All the faults went away. I reckon it's probably still got most of its 170 brake horsepower, despite having done that much mileage, and it now runs absolutely spot on. So if you're trying to save money, my advice is be careful what you save money on, because those sensors caused so much trouble you wouldn't believe. And 3 genuine VW sensors, all the problems went away. We erased the codes, and nothing's come back since. So all that work resulted in this. No Christmas trees lit up on the dashboard, and when it's warmed up properly, a 600 RPM idle. Yeah, so there you go. Quick update. We're going to move on to the 3-door, which is locked up in my garage at the moment. That's having a tiny bit of body work. The mechanical's all done on that, but I'm going to do a full rundown video on that car, which has had nowhere near as much as work as this one, but that's done 80,000 miles, the other one. So we've documented everything we've done on the other car, so there's going to be a proper video of all the work that's had put together. So if you need help keeping these V5s on the road, and they are worth keeping on the road, interestingly I found out the other day that they are ULEZ compliant in London, apparently. Unbelievable for an engine this size. Yeah, so we'll help keep as many on the road as possible. Cheers, take care, bye.